Hey everyone, QBKing77 here from the ACS Syndicate team, here to do a video showing you how to install the latest new leaked build, the FF02 leaked build, so from June 2nd on your Samsung Epic 4G Touch. No idea if this will be official or not, but I'm going to show you how to install it. It's actually stock rooted, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So it actually doesn't matter what your phone is on. It could be rooted, it could be stock, it could be running ROM, it could be on Gingerbread, it could be on ICS. It does not matter actually, because we are using Odin to install this. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So click on the link in the description of the video below. It will take you to this site right here. As always, big shout out and thanks to my man SF Hub, as always, so be sure to give him a thanks. Thanks to Sex Tape as well for leaking this file. So here we are, FF02. What this is going to do is install the modem, the kernel, and the ROM itself, and it will be rooted. So go ahead and scroll down, keep scrolling down. You will see a couple numbers right here. So first of all, we're going to need to make sure you install the drivers on your PC. So click on them if you haven't already installed them. So do so there. Make sure you have them installed. Next, you're going to need to download the FF02 file itself. There's a couple options. You'll see one resets user data and one preserves user data. I only recommend using the preserve user data one if you are already on an ice cream sandwich leaked build, stock rooted only. That's the only way I would recommend doing that, and it still might not even work. If you do run into any issues, you're going to need to wipe data anyway. So I always recommend using the reset data option, which is what I always use. I always have everything backed up anyway. So go ahead and download whichever one you want. You have a couple mirrors to download from on both of those. So anyways, once you download it, it will look like this. Let me pull up my downloads folder right here. So you'll see it right up here at the top, this file right here. So what we're going to need to do is actually double click on it. It actually is an auto extractor, and hit run. So we need to find somewhere to extract it. So what I'm going to recommend doing is actually going to your desktop and making a new folder. So just go ahead and right click, hit new folder. You can call it FF02 if you want, which is what I'm going to recommend doing. So now go back to your self-extracting archive. I'm using 7-zip in case you were wondering. So I'm going to click on this ... and then under my desktop I will see that FF02 folder that I have just made. I'm going to select it and hit OK. So it's going to go ahead and extract everything I need into that folder. So I'm going to hit extract. It's going to take a bit of time. It'll run through, do its thing, and it will extract the files I need into that folder. In the meantime, what we can do while this is doing its thing is go back to our device. Alright, once we're back to our phone, what we're going to need to do is actually put it into download mode. I recommend doing so. What you can do is just power it on off, and we can manually put it into download mode, which is quite easy actually for those of you that don't know. I would hope you do know by now if you're looking to install this. But anyways, let it power down. Once powered down, press and hold volume down and power button at the same time, and keep it held down until the screen lights up, like so. You will see this. Now press volume up button to continue after you read that warning, of course. So you'll see this. Don't plug your phone in yet. We're going to need to set up Odin first, but of course we're going to need to go into download mode. So go back to your PC. Alright, once back to our PC, what you can do is double click on that FF02 folder, and inside of it you will see a folder called Odin OC. Double click on that, and inside you will see this FF02 file. What you can do is right click on it and hit run as administrator. That is what I recommend doing. And it should ask for user account control actually, and just go ahead and hit yes, and it should open up the Odin one-click for us. You might be familiar with it, you might not. It's actually an awesome tool SF Hub has put together for us. Once it's open, you can actually plug in your Epic 4G Touch into your PC now, so go ahead and plug it in. Of course, you need to be in download mode. You will see a yellow box in the COM and then a number pop on up. If you don't, I highly recommend trying a different cable, try different USB ports, try reinstalling the drivers as well on your PC. So those would be my tips if COM4 doesn't show up. But once it does, or it could be a different number actually, as long as it says COM and then a number, you're good to go. But there we have it. Once done there, just hit the start button. And that's all we have to do. We have to let it do its thing on its own. It's going to install stock rooted FF02. It's going to reset my data. And there we have it. So my guess is it'll take probably about 3 minutes. If it takes any more than 10 minutes, you're probably gonna have to start over again. As I said, the same tips as before. Different cable is usually the culprit, the cable. So try a different cable, try a different USB port, reinstalling drivers as well. So anyways, as I said, it's gonna take a few minutes. I'm gonna let it do its thing, and I'll be back once it is just about done. I also want to make note that you do have a green bar in Odin that lets you know the progress, along with a blue bar on your device that lets you know the progress as well. So of course, just to let you know there. Alright, so just finishing on up here, as you can see, finishing up with flashing the modem. So what it should do is actually automatically reboot your device once it is done. It's taken a few minutes. It's actually probably taken almost 5 minutes if I had to guess, maybe less, a little less than that. I haven't really been keeping track. I've been dozing off a little. It's actually kind of late, so I don't have an exact time, but as I said, any more than 10 minutes, something most likely went wrong. You're gonna have to try again. So let's let this modem finish flashing. There you have it. Reset, pass. You'll see a green box that says pass, and it will, as I said, automatically reboot my device. So there you have it. That would be how to install the FF02 leaked build. You'll see it takes us into the stock recovery. It'll load on up, and then it should boot on up. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it boot up, and I will be back. Alright, so we have our stock boot animation. As you can see, once Odin is done, once it says pass, you can actually unplug it. You don't need to have it plugged in anymore. So let's go ahead and let it boot up now. Alright, so phone's booted up. I'm going to go to menu, settings, scroll down, go to about phone, and as you guys can see, build number right there, IMM76IFF02 going on right there. So I am on Android 4.0.4 still. FF02 modem as well, so I am on the latest leaked build FF02. That is how you install it there. I'm going to be doing a separate review video covering this leak, so be sure to check that out. I will link to it in the description of the video below. And as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to me, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. All links will be in the description of the video below. And as always, thanks for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up.